You know, I was thinking long and hard if I should compare Joe to a child or an old man. Because if Joe is a walking corpse with the maturity and brain of a small child, I feel very conflicted. But at the same time, this is a fucking visual novel. What am I saying?
You say it the best either way, Mr. Trump.
Oh, great. Who brought the clown car to this gaming session? I get it. I know you need to be patted on the back every waking moment of your life, but who told you to bring the whole party?
Joe, you're a great friend of mine, and maybe we can go out and get ice cream later on. I don't agree with Mr. Trump on everything. So when he had his stooge JD research this game and he called it illegal child hentai, I had to disagree. Before you forget, can you tell us a bit about this game?
Well, everything isn't what it seems, Tulsi. When I first played the game with my good friend, my late friend Jimmy, it scared him so bad he went into hospice care. And when the sequel came out, well, it scared his wife half to death. So tread lightly, especially yourself, Cheeto man.
How is Mr. Trump a quote-unquote Cheeto man? All I see is greatness and a prosperous future for all Americans, whether you are...
Yeah, I get it. Keep yapping, man. And he gave you some kind of script to follow. I get that. You don't want to be the next Mike Pence. Donald, can you speak for yourself? And can we get this game going before my meds wear off? I only take them for special occasions like this.
Joe, these aren't my clowns or stooges. They are a part of my new team to bring America into a new golden age. The likes you have never seen before, well, after we clean up your mess. But my assistant JD did research on this game, and from what he found is that you're a fucking weirdo. And pull your pants up. These are teenage girls. I'm not going to let you simp for minors. Well, at least not in front of me. Keep it to yourself.
Make sure you specify that you're not talking about the ones that go into the mines and dig for resources. This is Joe Biden. You have to be more specific.
God, I just love you, Tulsi. If you weren't Vladimir Putin and al-Assad's adopted daughter, I would marry you. Maybe we could play around with that in the negotiations.
What about Melania? And I know I'm not having a Biden moment. Shit, now I'm using the term as well, but the fuck did you just say?
Sir, it appears that Joe's meds are wearing off. I believe we should start before he starts shitting himself. I'm not changing him again. Remember, it's Tulsi's turn next time.
You know, JD, little JD Mandel, you would have been a great VP. If it wasn't for Elon and his pestering, you would still have your old job. Don't worry, beautiful Steve Bannon will take care of him soon enough. Anyway, Joe, type in the name King Donnie the First and we'll get started.
Fuck you. My name is JD Vance. For the 20th time, it's JD fucking Vance. You got Tulsi's name right. You got Elon's name right. What about mine? How would you feel if I called you Ronnie or Orange Boy? How would you feel?
Okay, it's time for you to go back into your office that definitely isn't inside the closet. Okay, JB, it's time for you to head out. Boys, just take him out and bring in, I don't know, bring in anyone else but JB.
But sir...
Okay, I'm just going to start playing the game, and you can watch if you want to as well, or you can keep driving your retarded clown car. Let's do this!
Hey.
Ain't no way Elon is voicing a teenage girl. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally I can't pronounce that word, to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out, you know, because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up.
Wow, you love this game so much you got Kamala to change the coding to make it seem like you're not the one sleeping in. Joe, I thought CNN and MSDNC were bad. You know, I'm not mad, I'm just very disappointed.
Donald, we both know that Kamala doesn't have the mental capabilities to code anything. Even a game like Pong or Pac-Man would be a struggle for her. She's lucky she doesn't serve, or she would immediately fall off the ship or get killed by a dolphin or a spider. I don't know, she has big problems.
Here's the deal, folks. I'm retired, so I can sleep as long as I fucking want. You should be glad I still have the energy to talk to you people. And Kamala's pretty dumb. I mean, I'm pretty old. At least I have that as an excuse. She's just dumber than rocks. Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, but if she's gonna chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away.
Yeah, I'd pay to see that shit.
However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me.
Hey, I overslept again. But I call you this time.
Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you.
Yeah, you say that like you're thinking about ignoring me. Oh, Jesus Christ, I sound so stupid. That's mean, Joey.
Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something.
Yeah, I mean, what kind of weird shit do you have to be on to date a Joe Biden that retires from the presidency to collect hentai from an almost 10-year-old game with your BFF that sounds like an Elon Musk high on Hunter's special sugar?
Come on, man. I know you're trying to make a laughing stock out of me, but who would date a 800-pound Cheeto like yourself, Donald? I would say look in the mirror, but you wouldn't fit in the bathroom to even see yourself.
I don't think you should say things like that, Joe. In 10 years, I'll be worth $1 trillion, and you'll be too senile and weak to even get out of bed. maybe I'll invent you a robot to change your diaper and brush any teeth you have left. And if Jill needs any activity, she'll know where to look.
Keep my wife's name out of your fucking mouth.
Looks like you found his weak spot. Besides, forget it, we don't have all day. Let's continue the story.
Fine. But you did wait for me after all, Joey Pie. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you wanted to.
Whatever you say, Sayori.
Hey, okay, I'm not laughing like a 5-year-old again.
We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute.
By the way, Joey, have you decided on a club to join yet?
Sleepy Joe would probably join the Feet Club. They would all hop on WikiFeet and add their new findings every day. Keep on your toes, guys, because believe me, no one is going to be skipped over. They even have a page for me. I have amazing feet, but leave my beautiful and gorgeous toes alone.
I mean, you have cute toes, so why would you blame him?
Tulsi, I did tell you all to suck up to me, but now you're just embarrassing yourself. Come on, you can do better than that. It's a travesty.
Honestly, I would convince Joe to join my space exploration club, only to lock him in a rocket and fly him into Mars. If you invest enough money into my program, I'll lock up Hunter with him.
Good riddance.
Come on, man, knock it off.
You told me you would join a club this year.
Did I? Wow, this game is relatable. You have to admit that, guys.
I don't have dementia, so I can't relate to that, buddy.
The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation.
When you're Joe Biden, I really don't blame you.
Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. You know what? I'm glad the game brought this up. Anime is a cultural phenomenon. It's not just cartoons. It's art, storytelling, and a window into a different culture. From waifu pillows to well, that is the best part.
Wait, hold on. Are you seriously going into a full anime rant right now? You're telling me the leader of the free world is quoting Naruto? My God, this is what you've been wasting your time on your whole presidency. At the time of this recording, you're still in office. Get out of the fucking basement.
You all can laugh, but anime has more heart and wisdom than half the nonsense you all spout. And for your information, I don't think I'm Goku. I'd say I'm more like All Might from My Hero Academia, a symbol of hope even when things are tough, like the next 4 years.
Fuck you, Sleepy Joe.
Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed.
You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club.
Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought,
What do you mean, no what?
well, you could come to my club.
Sayori,
Yeah?
there is no way I'm going to your club.
What? Go fuck yourself, Joey.
Bruh, that's not what the text was.
I don't care.
Wait, so let me get this straight. This cartoon character, Sayori, wants to bring Joe Biden into the literature club? That's rich. Joe, you can barely handle a teleprompter. How are you going to handle poetry? You'd probably start rambling about ice cream and little kids halfway through a haiku.
Come on, man. Literature clubs are about self-expression, creativity, and connecting with people. I'd do just fine in a place like that. And for the record, I happen to know a thing or two about poetry. You ever heard of Robert Frost?
Yeah, but do you think you'd make it past the first act of the game? Those monologues can get intense. Imagine Sayori asking Joe to write a poem, and he turns in a speech about his dementia diagnosis instead. These girls are real, so we might hear some weird shit.
I never saw combat, but what I do know is that watching Joe Biden write a poem would be equivalent to World War III. Anyone who sees it might have their head exploded. Talk about weapons of mass destruction. I'm an isolationist because of dumb shits like yourself.
You know what? I had my doubts about it, but I'm glad I put you on the terror. I forgot what list we put you on, but I'm glad we put you on it. And I'm also glad we banned you from our deep state meetings back in 2016. How's your second home at Fox News like? That must ring a bell.
You know what? Fuck you, I lied. I've seen combat before because 20 years ago I won a victory royale against the Iraqis. And in a week from now, your own house will witness a barrage of atomic bombs. Invite Hunter and Jill. I'm looking forward to seeing them. Easy dubs in my book, don't tread on me.
Preach it, you dropped this crown, my queen.
I miss you, Abanga. Please come back soon.
Womp womp, Joe.
And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door.
Everyone, the new member, is here.
I told you, don't call me a new member. Eh? I glance around the room.
Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you.
Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere.
Ah, Joey, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls.
Well, I have to say, this is quite the lineup. 4 beautiful young ladies running a club. Sounds like a place I wouldn't mind sticking around, but they might run away since you sound so zesty, Joe. Take a chill pill, or any pill in that regard. Get your head out of your ass.
Well, I have to admit, it's a little intimidating being surrounded by all these cute girls. They might be a little too old, in my opinion, but that Natsuki girl might go for 10 or 11, so I'll take what I can get.
Careful, guys, we're guests here. Let's not scare the girls off before we even write our first poem. Don't go sniffing their hair, Joe. And in return, I won't scare them away with my charm and good looks.
I'd literally look up Elon Musk without a shirt on, and these girls will rip their eyes out. Don't try me, bro. Now let's get this party started.
Real original, Joe. You want to bring up this shit again? At least I don't sound like I'm auditioning for a rom-com over here. Or in your case, a first-class ticket to the state penitentiary. Cut it out with the hentai broski. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it.
Sorry.
Hey, Nat.
You know, I like this one. She's got spunk, she's not afraid to speak her mind, and I respect that. Reminds me of someone else. Oh, right, me. I would particularly date her if I could. I mean, I would date my own daughter, so in comparison, a little tsundere like Natsuki wouldn't be so bad.
Is this the party I really joined? For fuck's sake, I should have just stayed as an independent. Or shit, maybe the Forward Party needs new members. What did I get myself into?
Donald, just ignore this fucking grifter. As for myself, my favorite is this Yuri girl. She seems composed and intelligent. It really helps that she has 2 big bowling balls on her chest. They are something I would definitely buy an NFT of. Fuck the Reform Party. This is the show I'm investing in.
Wow, the autism runs hard on this one. I'm pleased to see you have such a bright vision for this country for the next 4 years, Donnie. It's just fucking fantastic.
Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki.
Well, it's nice to meet both of you.
And it sounds like you already know Monika, is that right?
That's right. It's great to see you again, Joey. Monika smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monika was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So, having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monika.
Oh, come on, Joe, out of your league? That's a massive understatement. You're talking about Monika, and here you are with your, what? Your whole I've been around the block persona. You're like a broken down old car trying to impress a Ferrari. You should date that broken car, man.
At least I'm not a luxury vehicle with no personality, Donald. You know, I'm a fucking Lamborghini, while you're a Ford Model T you broke down years ago. I'm doing perfectly fine, man. Check yourself.
Your first car was probably a Ford Model T. There is probably one still buried in your garage somewhere. Anyway, I'm a winner. I know how to attract the best of the best. People respect me. I don't have to act like I'm all intellectual and friendly just to impress.
Donald, you sound so insecure of yourself, it's almost sad to listen to.
Actually, Monika does seem really happy and excited to see Joe. Maybe that's not what Trump expects. She's genuine, not just a look good, talk big type.
Jeez, who made you a mind reader, Tulsi? I didn't appoint you to that shit.
Womp womp, I don't give a fuck.
Okay, you ready? Da-da.
Good Buddha.
Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears.
So cute.
I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki.
Hee hee. Well, you know. Just hurry up and take one.
Sayori grabs one first, then Monika. I follow. It's not ice cream, but if it has chocolate chip cat ears, who am I to complain?
It's delicious.
Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. Damn, she eats like I do. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki.
Well, looks like Natsuki's trying to win Joe's heart with these cute cupcakes, but I think she's missing the mark. If she really wants to get his attention, maybe she should make him ice cream. He's a sucker for dessert. Make sure it says it all.
You are only saying that so you can keep all of the cupcakes to yourself. If you save enough, you can use them to build your wall, and you might actually lose a few pounds.
As Director of National Intelligence for Russia, I mean the United States, that would result in them coming back for more. We are better off giving them all to Trump. I've seen him at McDonald's. He's a fucking champ. So he'll devour those cupcakes on top of all of that.
John, I love ice cream, but you'd eat all of it before anyone else got a chance to.
What are you talking about? I'm just here for the best things in life. If Natsuki wants to win me over, she'll need to bring a lot more than cupcakes, but I'd be happy to take the ice cream anyway.
No, Donnie Womi, the real problem is you're going to eat all the cupcakes. Natsuki made them with her own two hands, and you'll scarf them down like you did with the last election results. Just hire her already. It'll save her from her dad.
Oh, now you're going to bring up the election again, huh? You've been doing that ever since you and your dumbass vice president lost, Joe. Maybe you should focus on not letting these cupcakes get ruined by a certain overzealous eater in the room.
Oh, I see. You're the one who thinks the world revolves around you and your appetite, huh? Let me tell you something, Don. Those cupcakes are for everyone, and you're gonna get one. Just one. You're so fat you have a gravitational orbit. It might give you a few extra years if you fix your diet.
Oh, please, Joe, you can barely even finish a sentence without getting distracted. And you think you're going to stop me from getting more than one cupcake? Maybe you should focus on your own dessert first. I'll get my boy Kennedy to ban you from eating ice cream, and you'll fucking die on the spot.
You think you're some kind of dessert king, huh? Maybe you should be more concerned with what's on the inside, not just the size of your portion.
Yeah, no, fuck this. I don't get paid enough to go through another retarded presidential debate like this. I refuse to moderate this. I'm not going to be the next Chris Wallace or Kristen Walker. I'm done.
Yeah, I'm calling it quits too. I have to get ready for my inauguration as the next Vice President of the United States.
Hey, Joe, did you hear something?
No, well, unless you're talking about your annoying voice.
My voice is the greatest voice you have ever heard. It flows even lighter than the air and the wind. It's yet another thing you're jealous of.
Oh, yeah? At least I know how to speak in front of people without throwing a tantrum every time someone disagrees with me. You won't get Greenland by bullying people on Twitter.
I'm sorry I had to rejoin. The name is X. Stop living in the Stone Age, Joey.
Go back to building your overpriced electric cars, Elon. or whatever you're calling yourself now. What is it? The artist formerly known as Musk?
Fuck you. You sound high as fuck, Joe. Get off your high horse and take your meds and take that smirk off your old ass face. Get fucked.
Hold on. We're not talking about Elon here. This is about me. Joe, admit it, my voice is like music to the ears. People love it. I could read a shopping list and it would be a bestseller. I mean, I've had so many already, I wouldn't notice. But come on, it would still be great.
Yeah, Don, your voice is great for putting people to sleep. It's like a bedtime story, just with a lot more whining.
Then why are you still wide awake? Oh, for fuck's sake.